Hi, my name is Jost. I'm from Germany. I live in Hamburg, which is in the north of Germany, and I consider Hamburg being the most beautiful city in Germany. And since not many Germans are listening to this, I think it's okay to say it. I play for quite a few artists in Germany, and I did play for quite a few French artists as well, because a while ago I had many studio gigs in France, and I think most things were like reality TV shows that then had a band and was like, I don't know if you still know them, like all this pop stuff like L5, or one was called Link Up, I think, and Jennifer, and I toured live with her. And now I'm in Paris to play a drum clinic. I'm doing quite a bit of that. I wrote a book, which is called Jost Nickel's Groove Book, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I started when I was 10, and I remember I saw a friend of mine who was 10 too. He had a little trap kit, you know, as children get, and I remember him telling me, I'm gonna play something for you. And so he did. He played something, he turned on a record and then played something, and I liked it so much, so I went home and told my mother I want to be a drummer. And she was like, yeah, well, okay. But then I kept on saying it, and I was really saying it a lot, and then one day she bought me a drum kit, and since then the fascination never left me. There's less money in the music business in general. Record companies are making less money because people stopped buying CDs, or they don't buy as many CDs, and so the record companies have less money to spend, and so there's less studio work and all of that. So yeah, it's definitely more complicated. And I remember I recorded in Paris in a studio called Toutes quite a bit, and it's a great studio. I don't know if it's still around, but it was a really good studio. And the first time I was there, they still had a cook there, and they served a great meal. And next time I was there, I remember that the people who worked there, not the musicians, but the people who worked there, didn't eat dessert. I remember I was like, why don't you? Because yeah, we were not allowed to. And next time I was there, the cook was gone because they had to save money. So yeah, it used to be easier because there was more money that could be distributed, and then musicians could make more money, of course. Yeah. What I do is I play in the studio, I play live. These are the two main things, but I also do all these drum clinics. That's another thing you can do, which is fun, because I want to enjoy when I play drums, because that's why I started. You know, it's not a rational decision. It's not, okay, I'm gonna be a drummer and then I'm gonna make this much money and then everything's gonna be fine. But it's more like, I want to make this work. And so, of course, it's good to be very versatile. And what did change, I have my own studio now where I can record drums, so people can send me tracks. So of course you have to adjust to the situation. But yeah, you know, we can't change that. It's just like that. So either you adjust or you can't. You just go to my website, which is jostnickel.com, and then there's a Hire Jost button, and then you can listen to a few drum tracks that I recorded, so that you have an idea of how it could sound, and then you just write an email, and then we take it from there. Ladies and gentlemen, I just unwrapped this groove book just for you, and now I'm gonna throw the paper away. Yeah, this is my groove book. Actually, I wanted to write a book that is fun, you know, because I think there are quite a few books that are good, but not everything what's in the book is fun to play. So I believe that everything in this book is fun to play and sounds good, and it's actually the same concept. I want to show good grooves, but then also the look behind the scenes. How do I come up with these grooves so that the people who have the book are able to create their own patterns? And it's called Jost Groove Book. I think the first one was Marco Minnemann, who really made an international career. And if one does that, then the other ones see, okay, he did it, and so it's possible. That's the first thing. And then I think that it really helps that we have German brands like Sonar and Meinl. And Klaus is not playing Sonar or Meinl, he's playing Mapex and Sabian. So he's an exception, but all the others are playing Meinl cymbals. Marco Minnemann played Meinl cymbals when he got famous. And so that helps, because Meinl can help you get in contact with drum festivals and all of that. And then I think now, like you said, German drummers have a good reputation, and then people maybe are like, hey, did you hear this drummer, this new guy from Germany? And they, okay, another German, I want to listen because I heard the other ones are good. That helps too, you know. It's like when you hear there's a drummer from the US, you expect him to be good. Since the band I'm playing with the most is not playing a lot at the moment, because we're in the process of writing new songs for the next album, I started something with the bass player I'm playing a lot with. We write our own songs, and I hope that we are finished with this project by the beginning of next year. And then there's one other thing. I have a band with a guitar player named Barry Finity. He's living in San Francisco, and he's very well known for having played with Miles Davis and Joe Cocker and the Crusaders, and he played with Jaco Pastorius. He played with many cats, and I have a band with him, and we recorded a CD 1.5 years ago, and we played a few gigs in Germany this year, and we are probably going to China. It might as well be that we go to China in December, so it's quite, that's not really clear, but then we want to record another CD with them too. And that's a real fun project. It's with 3 horns. Barry plays guitar and sings also, and it's really fun to do that. There's reasons why I play what I play. The thing is, it has to do with Paris, because When I did my first recording session in Paris at Studio Ferber, the thing is, there's this rental company called New Lock, and they said they sent me an email what drum kits they had, and I spoke to the producer and I suggested having a certain drum kit. I'm not going to say which one. So I came to the studio, we started the sound check, and the bass drum really sounded really bad. Really bad. So sound check, bass drum, bass drum, bass drum, sound. After 4 hours or so playing the bass drum, which was really annoying, the sound engineer said, it's not gonna work. And I'm like, yeah, I hear it, it's not sounding good. And so the producer said, hey, we should order a Sonar drum kit because they sound really good. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So we ordered a Sonar kit. It came like a few hours later, a Sonar Highlight. And it sounded so good, so I wanted to play Sonar. And when I came back, I called them and so on. And then they said, yeah, let's see, because they don't give away drums easily. So that's how I played Sonar. And back then, it's 10 years ago, me and Benny Greb, we played along together because we live in the same city. And I know him because I teach at a course where he was a student, so I know him from there, and then we just met and played drums together, and he was playing Meinl. And I did like the sound, and I liked the concept of working with a company from Germany. So after like a year or so of having met with Benny and, you know, look at this and look at that, I decided to call Meinl and ask them if they wanted to make this official. So that's where I play Sonar and Meinl, and Vic Firth to me is, I don't know, it's to me the obvious choice when it comes to sticks. And the least known company probably is Aquarian for drumheads, and I wanted to try them, and I remember trying them on a tour, but I didn't tell the sound guy. So I just put the heads on and tuned it, and then we played, and then he really liked the sound, and me too. So that's why I play Aquarian, just because of the sound. And then you see, then there's different advantages of Aquarian, but I don't want to compare Aquarian against other brands, so you know. So that's the brands I use.